Moving into side 4. These are the last 3 songs that we have up. Although one of them might as well be 2 songs because it's 8 minutes and 37 seconds. The one we're about to jump on into. Dr. Jimmy, which is John's theme here. So let's just jump on into it. Dr. Jimmy, the epic of the album. Here we go. Like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of situation. Gotcha. Okay. Well, so this part of Jimmy is not good. Well, okay. Right? It's not black and white. Jimmy is struggling hard. Jimmy needs lots of help. This song is probably the most vicious of the songs, lyrical-wise. Like, let's just continue. Here we go.
She's a virgin, but I'm gonna be the first in. That fella's gonna kill me. Oh, fucking will he? I'm seeing the double. Don't miss me if you can. There's gonna be trouble when she chooses her man. The heat is rising, the past is calling.
No, don't. Ooh, real quick. Okay. Wow, we haven't like paused it at all. So musically, I love the strings. I love the horns. I don't think I've mentioned the strings like once in this entire album reaction so far, but the strings have almost been as prevalent as the horns. These sound like violins. Wow. But lyrically, this song is rough, dude. Like, this is the bad side of Jimmy that Jimmy needs to get like under control somehow. But I don't know if that's gonna happen, dude. I don't know if that's gonna happen. So let's just continue it. What a weird song this is too, structurally. Like, I like when it goes a little sinister sounding. Like, I think that's the duality of maybe the split personality, that we're talking about here. Well, it's split into four pieces. Whose theme is this? John's theme. Wow. Okay. Well, John, if you struggle with this stuff too, if I hope you get better too. Let's jump back on into it, dude. Dr. Jimmy. Here we go.
Dr. Jimmy and Mr. Jim. When I'm peeled, you don't notice him. He only comes out when I drink my gin. Is it me for a moment? The stars are falling. The heat is rising. The past is calling. Is it me for a moment? The stars are falling. The heat is rising, the past is calling.
Wow. Okay, so real quick. This one, Jesus Christ, this one is a big song. So wow. Honestly, I think we talked mostly about it, right? It's like this part of Jimmy is struggling hard. You have to take pills to keep you sedated. It only comes out when you drink your gin, the evil part of you. So I feel like the outro is where we need to focus. For a moment, the stars are falling. The heat is rising. The past is calling. Is it me? For a moment, the stars are falling. The heat is rising. The past is calling. So I feel like this album kind of, this section is symbolic for like a cycle, a certain cycle that this album is in. Like maybe it's, like meant to maybe be listened to again, like right after listening. Like maybe the beginning of the album is you know what I mean? Like, but this is just a theory, right? The past is calling. Maybe the structure of the album isn't in like numerical or chronological order, right? The events in each song. Lots of theories. What do you think? We have 2 songs left, dude. We have 2 songs left. The Rock and Love Reign O'er Me. And, all right, well, what do you have to say about Dr. Jimmy? Make sure to leave a comment. Let's jump into the next one, dude. The Rock. Here we go. Another instrumental sound, it looks like. What? What was that ending, dude? Vocoder? What was he singing? Wow. Okay, so the middle section of that song sounded a little bit like ELP-ish. Just because of like the marching kind of drum snare kind of feel. And it was a very interesting like riff. It sounded like a little bit Spanish at first, dude, like Spanish inspired, but then it kind of went into an interesting like ELP inspired thing. And then a really groovy, like smooth, deep bass instrumental. I liked it a lot. That outro though, wild. It doesn't beat the other instrumental, but wow, this whole album though is certainly leaving a mark. It was so like unique, quirky, eccentric. I love this. Wow. Honestly, they are so like both instrumentals so far have been like really cool and unique sounding, like nothing like any of their other pop tracks. Like this is very interesting. I love this so much. Like the creativity in this band is superb, boundless. Like I don't know what to expect from any other album from them, like, or from any song. I don't know what they're going to pull out. The synth was great in that song as well. All right, friends. This brings us into the last track. Oh, by the way, that song was called The Rock. What that made me think of is like how we're on a planet and kind of refer to us as like the third rock from the sun, right? So I figure maybe it's about like kind of planetary, like existentialism. I don't know, like thinking about how vast the universe is and how small our little planet is. I don't know. No idea. What could The Rock be about? Anyways, if you have any idea, please feel free to leave a comment. And also, we're jumping into the last song on Quadrophenia with Love Reign O'er Me. So I'm excited. You're excited. This album has been a trip. Can't wait to see how they close it up. Please make sure to leave your comments of what you thought of my reaction and your thoughts on all of these lyrics, dude. Wow. Okay, well, let's jump into this one, dude. Love Reign O'er Me. Let me bring up the lyrics so you can follow along as well. All right. Love Reign Over Me by The Who.
Only love can make it rain. The way the beach is kissed by the sea. Only love can make it rain. Like the sweat of lovers laying in the fields.
Real quick, so these lyrics aren't what lyrics are in the song. So I don't know what lyrics these are. Spotify, this is the only one that's like weird. These aren't the lyrics, so I'm just going to take these off. We'll look up the lyrics after, right? But wow, I've heard this song before. I don't know where. I don't know when, dude, but I recognize the synth background. And I recognize Rain Over Me. I just recognized that part. All right, let's back it up. Let's back it up. Get back into this, dude. Let's not be distracted by these wrong lyrics on the screen. What even lyrics are these, dude? Anyways, Love Rain Over Me by The Who. Here we go.
It's kissed by the sea. Only love can make it rain like the sweat of lovers laying in the fields. Love, rain on me. Love, rain on me. Rain on me. Rain on me. Only love can bring the rain that makes you yearn to the sky. Only love can bring the rain that falls like tears from on high. Love, rain on me, rain on me, rain on me. Love, rain on me, rain on me, rain on me. On the dry and dusty road, the nights we spent apart alone. I need to get back home to cool, cool rain. I can't sleep and I lay and I think the night is hot and black as ink. Oh God, I need a drink of cool, cool rain.
Ooh, dude, that crashing sound. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, okay. Powerful ending. Perfect ending to an album, dude. Okay, let me just take these off real quick. Ooh. Wow. Wow. Okay, so yeah, they really went just loud with this last one. Roger's voice just screeching. Love, reign o'er me. And please let me know if that's like a reference to something that I just don't know. It might be a Bible reference, right? So let's check out the lyrics to this one. I love how the song ended with horns, with the ring out, dude. We have really low horns. Kind of signifies the ending. It's so good. Honestly, let me just look this up real quick. Only love can make it rain, the way the beach is kissed by the sea. Only love can make it rain, like the sweat of lovers laying in the fields. Love, reign over me, rain on me. Only love can bring the rain that makes you yearn to the sky. Only love can bring the rain that falls like tears from all high. Love, reign o'er me, rain on me, rain on me. On the dry and dusty road, the nights we spend apart alone, I need to get back home to cool, cool rain. I can't sleep and I lay and I think. The night is hot and black as ink. Oh God, I need a drink of cool, cool rain. Love, reign over me, reign over me, over me. Wow. Okay, so I think this is just like a final call to people to treat people with love. That love is very powerful. And they're calling for rain or love to reign over them and rain on them, like rain as in like control and rain as in fall down upon. Wow, I didn't realize that until just now. Okay. Love, rain on me. Okay. Wow. Let me know if there's any like love, reign like a dynasty, like a kingdom. Interesting. Okay. Wow, on the dry and dusty road, the nights we spend apart alone. I need to get back home to cool, cool rain. Need to get home to love. You know, this might be what Jimmy needs, just love from people, dude. Let's see what the Genius About section. We had to look it up on Genius because we did the lyrics on Spotify, didn't work for some reason. So we had to look it up. So here on the About section on Genius, this song is one of the 4 songs that represents Jimmy the Mod. This is Pete's theme. In the history of Quadrophenia, Jimmy steals a boat and uses it to sail out to a rock, overlooking the sea. Ah, that must have been the rock. Here, he's having a personal crisis after everything that happened in the previous songs, feeling rejected by everything and everyone. So I got that part correct. In the end, we don't know exactly what happened to Jimmy. Oh, it's pretty clear, just drowned at sea, dude. Pete Townsend described the song this way in the liner notes of Quadrophenia. It refers to Meher Baba's one-time comment that rain was a blessing from God, that thunder was God's voice. It's another plea to drown, only this time in the rain. Wow. Also, I don't know who Meher Baba is. Maybe that's like, is that related to Baba O'Reilly? Jimmy goes through a suicide crisis. He surrenders to the inevitable. And you know. When it's over and he goes back to town, he'll be going through the same shit, being in the same terrible family situation and so on. But he's moved up a level. He's weak still, but there's a strength in that weakness. He's in danger of maturing. So I'm not completely clear on this. You know, when it's over, he goes back to town. He'll be going through the same shit. So it is like a cycle, right? Like, I think this is like really big in Eastern philosophy stuff, right? Like the cycle of like samsara, is that what this is talking about, dude? Oh, wow. So yeah, you just kind of keep learning, right? You're subject to kind of keep reliving life in that philosophy. I don't know if I like necessarily abide by it, right? But like, I don't even know if that's what we're talking about. So let's just kind of reel this back in and talk about the album overall, dude. Overall, did this have more of an impact than Who's Next? I think it had a little bit more. Yeah, honestly, I think it stands up to Who's Next in terms of like synth usage, cool guitar parts, like strong lyrics, provocative lyrics. Just, I think they stepped up a lot of things in a lot of ways. In ways, I think they've matured. They've started talking about more prevalent things, like a bit more of like politics. Even though this is like a work of fiction, I think it still, works off of real life. So like there's lots to relate to, lots of like classics on this album. Like what do we even have, dude? We have effing Quadrophenia, one of the coolest songs, instrumentals I've ever heard, dude. The Punk and the Godfather, another instant classic for me. Helpless Dancer was pretty cool. I've Had Enough was really energetic. And honestly, the rest of the songs got kind of depressing, but I still appreciated it, dude. Sea and Sand. It's very, dude, I would love to just listen to this album again and read the lyrics. Just because I have like a better idea now, right? But I think I'm gonna go back and read the lyrics for I Am the Sea because we mentioned something. Bellboy, love reign o'er me. Can you see the real me? Dude, I feel like, yeah, this first song is kind of like Jimmy passing. I feel like this is Jimmy like dying. I am the sea. Like, I feel like this first song of the album is actually like the last series of events, but who knows? That's just my theory. What do you think? I loved how much synth was used. I love how much horns were used, and the strings were a surprise. I didn't read far enough into the wiki for them to mention that strings were used. But everybody got so creative. This was a lot of fun. I feel like my time was well spent. So thank you, Patreon member Arnie, for this request. Just make sure you thank Arnie, everybody. Make sure you pat yourselves on the back for making it through this with me as well. Like, this was probably the longest album we've done so far. I'm not even sure how long the recording is, so I'm guessing close to 3 hours that we spent on this. So again, let me know what you thought of my reaction. Let me know what you thought of each of these individual songs. I think I'm still gonna have to put, it was Quadrophenia and what was it that I was like comparing it to? Was it I've Had Enough, maybe? Ooh, I'm gonna have to go back and like figure out what song I was even talking about. Was it Helpless Dancer? Or is it In My Head? Dude, I'm so confused now. Which one was it? That was like, I want to say it was like I've Had Enough. Let's just go back real quick. Try and figure that out real quick. Like, I'm sorry, friends, but, was it Helpless Dancer? No, it had to have been like I've Had Enough, maybe. Let me just skip through. Wow, dude, I can't get over how diverse like the percussion is on this album. Just in each song, it's like you're never sure what you're getting. I think it might have been this one that I was comparing to like Quadrophenia in terms of like just how cool it was. Let me know, dude. I'm gonna have to go back just to relook at my whole reaction, but I believe it's I've Had Enough, right? The synth is just too cool. Yeah, I want to say that. So I think it's really a toss between I've Had Enough and Quadrophenia. Quadrophenia, of course, I just love instrumentals. So yeah, no, again, thank you, Arnie. Really appreciate you. Let me know any other thoughts you have on this album, and I hope we can continue this in the future. So Again, thank you all for joining. Make sure you leave a like. Go on over to patreon.com/JohnSlop for early access to all of these videos. And, you get the full-length, uncut reactions. So, I'll just talk to y'all in the next one. Make sure you have a good rest of your evening. And here are the Patreon members who made all of this possible. So, if you see yourself, make sure you pat yourself on the back and make sure you say hello to the rest of these fine people. So, all right. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. I'm going to go eat some food and sleep. All right. Talk to you later. Peace.